students, good morning to all of you. Welcome to the maths class. Last classes we discussed about the similar triangles. Geometry, similar triangles we discussed. In that similar triangles, what is similarity? What is similar triangle? What are the similar triangles and the criteria of similar triangles? Basic proportionality theorem, converse of basic proportionality theorem, Pythagoras theorem, converse of Pythagoras theorem, and their applications, areas, relation between the similar triangles and its sides, altitudes, medians, all those we learned. In similar triangle, only leftover concept was constructions. And these constructions will be discussed after one more topic related to geometry. After completion of the one more geometric concept, I will go through with the constructions. Okay. Now our new topic is tangents and secants to a circle. First, what is a circle? What is a circle? In this whole space, this was the place I selected. I selected the place. So this is space. In this whole space, this is a space I selected. So this space is called as a plane. A collection of all points in a plane. A collection of all points in a plane from a fixed point with a fixed distance. In this whole plane, from this fixed point with a fixed distance, the collection of all the points in this whole plane means the collection will be around that point only. Around that point only. So this is a collection of all the points. So this is called as a circle. Circle divides a plane three parts. One interior part, one exterior part, and circle itself. Okay, this is circle, not this one. This is the interior part of the circle, interior portion. This is the exterior portion of the circle. Okay, circle means only this one. Always you have to show that circle means this one, like this. Not if I ask you to show me the circle means somebody will show this one. This is not circle. This is your circle. Okay. So in this fixed point is called center of the circle. Generally, center of the circle is denoted with either O or sometimes C also. Capital letter. And this fixed distance is called as a radius of the circle. It is denoted with a small r or capital R. It depends on the situation of the problem. Sometimes two problems are related to circle, then to differentiate, capital R and small r will take. Or else if more than 2 means R1, R2, R3 also we use. Okay, this fixed point is called the center of the circle and this fixed distance is called the radius of the circle. This is only fixed distance? No. You can measure any point on the circle from this fixed point. That will be the fixed distance. That will be the fixed distance. So this all are called radius. Radius plural form is radii. Radius plural form is radii. This is plural of the radius. Okay. So circle is made up of infinitely many points. This is infinitely. This is a collection of all the points. Means infinitely many points around this fixed point with a fixed distance I collected. So this is made with the infinitely many points. So from this center, anywhere on the circle is constant. All the distances from the center of the points are called as a radius. Radius plural form is radii. So this is made with the infinitely many points. So there are infinitely many radii plural form. Infinitely many radii will exist in a circle. Okay, understood? So this is made with the infinitely many points. These are the collection of infinitely many points. All this. So from this point, anywhere on the circle is a fixed one. So all are radius. So radius plural form is radii. So to any circle, there are infinitely many radiuses existed. Means radii exist. Okay, understood? Now here, what is a circle? A circle is a collection of all points in a plane, from a fixed point with a fixed distance. Sir, fixed distance, why we should take like this only? Why not in another way also, sir? This side and here I take. But I said that is from a fixed point with a fixed distance. This is fixed distance. Now from this fixed point, anywhere you measure it is like this you can measure. So these are all points. If you join, automatically you will get a circle. Okay. Am I clear about circle? And this fixed point is center of the circle. And these fixed distances are radius of the circle. Infinitely many radius will exist. Okay. Now, next. These are all about circles. In last class also you learned. Okay, that's what I am not going with the deep with the circle. Now I am going to enter into the topic. In our topic. So first, in a circle, this is a circle. This is center of the circle. Okay, this circle is made up of many points now. So any 2 points on the circle, join them. Any 2 points on the circle, join them. Not only this one, you can join here also. You can join here also. You can join here also. Any 2 points on the circle, I am asking you to join. So when you join these 2 points on the circle, this is called as a line segment because it has a 2 end points. 2 end points. Here one end point, here one end point. Those 2 end points are lie on the circle. Those 2 end points are lie on the circle. So this line segment is called as a chord of the circle. Chord of the circle. Okay. Any 2 points on the circle, if you join, that is called as that line segment is called as a chord of the circle. This chord of the circle divides the circle into 2 partitions. Okay, one chord is here. This is one region, and this is another region. So between these 2 points on the circle, this is called as an arc of the circle. Part of the circle is called as an arc of the circle. Part of the circle is called as an arc of the circle. The line segment which is drawn on the circle is called as a chord of the circle, and these 2 points between the circle portion is called as a part of the circle is called as an arc. The region between the chord and arc of the circle is called as a segment. Is called as a segment. Segment of a circle. In this one, here, this is the smaller arc and this is the bigger arc. So this is called as a major arc and this is called as a minor arc. Means, okay, major arc and minor arc. All these I will discuss in the next exercise about major arc, major segment, minor segment. So this major arc and this chord between region is called as a major segment. Major segment. This is minor segment. This is made with the minor arc and minor chord now. So this segment is called as a minor segment. This segment is called as a major segment. These are all I will discuss in next concept. Okay, these are I don't require now. Okay, now in a circuit, a line segment whose endpoints are on the circle is called as a chord of the circuit. There are infinitely many chords can exist in a circuit. You can draw. There are infinitely many chords you can draw. So among those chords, a chord which passes through the center of the circle is called as a diameter of the circle. A chord which passes through the center of a circle is called as a diameter of the circle. Understood? This diameter is the longest chord in a circle. This diameter is the longest chord in a circle. Now, is only one diameter will exist? What is my diameter definition? A line segment or a chord which passes through the center of the circle. You can draw like this also. You can draw like this also. You can draw like this also. Means there are infinitely many diameters exist. There are infinitely many diameters exist. Diameter means a chord which passes. Okay, a line segment whose endpoints are on the circle is called as a chord of the circle. A chord which passes through the center of the circle is called as a diameter of the circle. A chord which passes through the center of the circle is called as a diameter of the circle. This is a diameter of the circle. Whose endpoints are on the circle? A and B. This is center of the circle. So AB is the chord which is passing through the center of the circle. So AB is the diameter. Now you observe that one. From this diameter is, since it is passing through the center of the circle, from the center this point distance and from the center this point B distance are same. Are same because exactly it is middle now. So this is radius and this is radius. That means I can say that diameter is 2 times of the radius. Diameter is the 2 times of the radius. From a fixed point, center of the circle, on the circle distance is a fixed one. That is radius. So O to A radius, O to B radius. That means what I stated, A to B, AB is a diameter. Why? Because a chord which passes through the center of the circle is called as a diameter of the circle. So from that, since it is passing through the center of the circle, O to A distance and O to B distance are fixed one. That means this is radius, this radius. By this I can conclude that diameter is 2 times of the radius. Diameter is 2 times of the radius. Okay. How many diameters will exist here? In a circle, infinitely many diameters will exist. Why? Because a line segment which passes through the center of the circle is called as a diameter. Okay. So line segments, any 2 points on the circle if you join, that is a line segment, chord. Okay. All the chords which passes through the center of the circle are diameters. So infinitely many diameters exist. Infinitely many diameters exist. Okay. Now, in a circle, if I ask you to draw a circle and draw one line, line means it doesn't have any end point. You can draw a longest line, means you can extend it in both directions. If I ask you to draw in a plane, draw one circle, one line. Okay. I gave work to the students. Then somebody is drawn like this circle and somebody will draw like this. And somebody drawn circle and like this drawn. One fellow. One student is drawn like this. Another student drawn a circle and like this is drawn. Okay. 3 times. 3 students I asked draw one circle and one line. I assigned a work 3 students. I asked the first one draw a circle and a line which doesn't no relation between a circle and a line. Here another student I assigned a work. I instructed him to draw a line which is from the circle. It is passing through the circle. And I said here another third person I instructed, draw a line and a circle. A line should only just it touch and move. That's it. Okay. These are the three ways I draw a line. In this one, no relation between a line and a circle. There is a no relation between a line and a circle. These are the non-intersecting. And here line is intersecting a circle. Here also line is intersecting a circle. But difference is here this line intersecting a circle 2 times, whereas here only 1 time it is intersecting. Okay. Now after that I don't use the intersecting word here. Okay. Understood? Now you can extend in either of the directions. Okay. In this second condition, L is the line and this is intersecting the circle at A and B. So a line which intersects the circle at 2 different points means A and B are the points on the circle. A and B are the points on the circle. So the region between this A to B is called as a, just now I introduced, a line segment whose endpoints are on the circle is called as a chord of the circle. By using that, A and B are the, if you consider from A to B, this is one line segment. This is one line segment whose endpoints are on the circle. Whereas if you consider this line, a line which is intersecting the circle at A and B, this line is called secant of the circle. Secant of the circle. S-E-C-A-N-T. Secant of the circle. Here also a line M which is touching the circle at only 1 point. Only 1 point B. So a line which touches the circle at only 1 point. Previous I used intersected. Now I am using only touches. A line which touches the circle at only 1 point. This is called as a tangent of a circle. Tangent of a circle. This is your concept. Secant, tangents and secants to a circle. Understood? This is the topic, tangents and a secant of a secant to a circle. There is no relation between line and a circle. Now I don't discuss about this one. Now here I am going to discuss here. Understood? A line which intersects the circle at 2 distinct points. Distinct means different points. Is called secant of the circle. A line which touches the circle at only 1 point is called tangent of the circle. Tangent is the word, Latin word. Tangent is derived from Latin. Tangent is derived from the Latin word tangere. Tangere. Okay. This was introduced by a Danish mathematician, Thomas Finke. Thomas Finke. Okay. A Danish means a Denmark mathematician. Denmark citizens are called Danish. Danish mathematician Thomas Finke. In 1583, he used the word tangere. Tangere means in Danish language, it means just a touch. Touch. Tangere means touch. Okay. So it means here this the word tangent is derived from the Latin word tangere, which means to touch, and this was introduced by a Danish mathematician Thomas Finke in 1583. Latin word means Latin Americans language. Okay, understood? This is about tangent significant here. Now first write the nodes first here. A circle is a collection of all points. A circle is a, write down, a circle is a collection of all points. A circle is a collection of all points in a plane. A circle is a collection of all points in a plane, which are at a constant distance from a fixed point. At a constant distance from a fixed point. Please write the notes again. I can't send the notes every time, whatever I discussed which is not explained here. Any notes is which is a very big notes which is not discussed. If I don't give on the board, then I will send that one as a PDF form. A circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point. Okay, this fixed point is called as a center of the circle. Fixed point is called center of the circle. Generally, it is denoted with O or C. And the fixed distance is called constant distance. It is called radius of the circle. Fixed distance is called radius of the circle. Fixed distance is called radius of the circle. This is center and this is radius of the circle. Radius is generally denoted with R. There are infinitely many radiuses exist. There are infinitely many radiuses will exist. Okay. Next, a line segment whose endpoints are on the circle. A line segment whose endpoints on the circle is called diameter of the circle. Sorry, is called a chord. Chord of the circle. Is it visible to everyone? A line segment whose endpoints on the circle is called a chord of the circle. A chord which passes through the center of the circle is called the diameter of the circle. This is diameter. Diameter divides the circle into two equal parts. A chord which passes through the center of the circle is called diameter of the circle. Diameter of the circle. Diameter is 2 times of the radius. That is nothing but d is equal to 2r. Okay. A circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point. Okay. A fixed point is called the center of the circle and the fixed distance is called the radius of the circle. This is center of the circle and this is radius of the circle. A line segment which passes through whose endpoints are on the circle are called is called a chord of the circle. A chord which passes through the center of the circle is called diameter of the circle. Diameter is the radius twice the radius. Means that is d is equal to 2 times of the radius. Okay, please note down. Please write down. This introduction notes again I don't send through PDF in WhatsApp or in website also. Okay. Next this is another this is an introduction of a circle and the tangents and secants introduction will be discussed in the next class. Thank you.